Hello students, in today's session we are going to talk about the genetic code. So the first character of genetic code is it is a triplet code. That means the nitrogen bases that are arranged on the mRNA are in a group of 3. As you can see now, they are in a group of 3, right? That is why called as a triplet code. The second is genetic code has a distinct polarity. It means the genetic code is read always from 5' to 3' direction. Genetic code is non-overlapping, which let us take example of mRNA over here. On this mRNA strand, we can see that there are 6 nitrogen bases and 2 amino acids are produced. It means for one amino acid, 3 nitrogen bases are required. If this guanine, okay, the third position, this guanine is always a part of this codon. It means this guanine cannot be a part of this codon. So that is what it means here. Genetic code is non-overlapping. Genetic code is comma-less. It means between the two codons there are no punctuations, like there is no space, no full stop, no comma, nothing. Okay. Genetic code has degeneracy. Let's say cysteine has two codons, means cysteine amino acid can be encoded by two codons, that is UGU and UGC. If UGU codes for cysteine, then in that case UGC will get degenerated. Let's take another example of isoleucine has three codons AUU, AUC and AUA. If isoleucine is encoded by AUU, then other two codons will get degenerated. Degeneracy also can be explained by Wubbel's hypothesis. In this chart, you can see isoleucine having encoded by 3 codons and cysteine encoded by 2 codons. Genetic code is non-ambiguous. It means suppose AUG codes for methionine and GUG codes for valine, that's okay. But if AUG is not available, then in that case GUG codes for methionine. Wubbel's hypothesis. These are the codons. In all these codons, first two nitrogen bases are identical, but the third codon is not identical. You can see again, in Wubbel's hypothesis, first two bases in different codons are identical. And can you see this? First two nitrogen bases are identical and the third nitrogen base is not identical. This is called as Wubbel's hypothesis. Wubbel base pairs does not follow a general base pairing of DNA. What does that mean? It means adenine pairs with thymine and uracil in case of RNA. This is a Watson and Crick pairing, a standard pairing which generally exists. Guanine pairs with cytosine, again this is Watson and Crick pairing, and it exists most of the time, or in fact always. But if there is a pairing between the RNA molecules, then it is a Weibull base pairing. What does that mean? Let's see. Anticodons of tRNA. You know, na? This is the tRNA molecule, right? And this is these are the anticodons: adenine, cytosine, guanine, uracil, and inosine. The actual name is hypoxanthine, but it is a derivative of inosine. That is why the nitrogen base is labeled as I. Isoleucine is found in tRNA molecules at this place. It is not always, but sometimes it exists. Now, these anticodons pair with the codons on mRNA molecule. Remember, this is the mRNA molecule and these are the codons. Adenine pairs with uracil. This is a Watson and Crick pairing. General pairing always exists and we are accustomed to it. Cytosine pairs with guanine. Again, it is a Watson and Crick pairing. Guanine pairs with cytosine. Yes, it is Watson and Crick pairing. But if guanine pairs with uracil, however, the bond between guanine and uracil is not as strong as between guanine and cytosine. It is a weak bond between guanine and uracil. This type of unusual pairing is called as Weibulls pair. So I think you got it. What is Weibulls pair? The pairing which does not exist with a normal pairing, or the pairing which is different than the normal pairing, is called as Weibulls pair. Uracil pairs with adenine, or it also pairs with guanine. So this is also a Weibulls pair. Inosine pairs with adenine, cytosine, uracil. So these are the Weibulls pair. So there are two things here: Weibulls hypothesis and Weibulls pairing. Weibull hypothesis means the third nitrogen base is different or it is non-identical. Weibull pairing, unusual base pairings which occurs only in between mRNA molecule and tRNA molecule. Initiation codons and termination codon. Initiation means the starting end and termination means the end. At the initiation codon is always at 5' end, having adenine, uracil and guanine. This initiation codon always codes for methionine. And at the 3' end there are termination codons, or also called as stop codons, because they does not encode for any amino acid. The protein synthesis ends at this place. So AUG is a start codon, remember that, and UAA, UAG, UGA are the stop codons, as they do not specify any amino acid. Now in this chart you can see in the first row 3 stop codons. However, in the third row but first column, start codon is present. Genetic code is universal. It means AUG codes for methionine, and it is the same for bacteria as well as to human beings. Codons and anticodons. Codons are the part of mRNA molecule made by combination of three nitrogen bases, and anticodons are three nitrogen bases present on outer side of tRNA molecule. Anticodons and codons are complementary to each other. So, what we have studied? We have studied about characteristics of genetic code. Thank you.